I just realized that I guess they were all hiding. They were scared. They were shy. I don't know. And I thought, well, I'm not the only one. I need to hear from others who are going through what I'm going through. If I need to hear from others, then I need to be available so they can hear from me as well. And that was really a big push to me starting to blog and tell how I feel and what I was going through. I've come a long ways since then, thankfully. However, sometimes I think back about why I did things and I can't completely remember. It comes back after a while, but at first it's like, why did I do that? And that's, I guess, a good sign, because that shows that there's been a lot of healing. Those intense emotions have chilled out. You know, I've gone on to other things, and so it's good, but at the same time, I don't want to forget the important things. And I was watching that one young lady's blog on coming out of a cult, and I was like, oh man, I should blog about that too. And I thought, well, this is so cool because there are a lot more people sharing now. Things have changed. Maybe Dr. Phil and Oprah and all them have helped out by putting people on their shows who go through this stuff, which does inspire more people to tell their own story. So maybe that's part of why, because now you Google it and you can come up with all kinds of videos and blogs, and which again makes it hard to connect. Sometimes too much isn't good, but that's okay. It's good that people are starting to talk, to tell the truth, and to find healing and all that. And you find when they first start off, they're angry at whatever religion or denomination or belief system they came out of, and then they get angry at other people. And I've been reading Ellen's mom's book, Betty DeGeneres' book, and she talks often about the stages of grief. And she related it to when she was going through divorce and other things. And I thought, I really did go through that. I'm probably still in one of the stages. And of course, acceptance is one of them. But it is something to go through, and I really could have used that information before as well. But if you Google something like stages of grief or something like that, you're going to come up with everything about death or post-traumatic syndrome. I think I said that wrong. It's all going to be about war. But these things apply to so many different situations as well. So the more we talk about it, the more we can let other people know that this is normal. You can get through it. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's okay to feel these strong emotions. Just don't act on them. And in time, and when I say act on them, I don't mean don't talk about them. You do have to watch what you say to people sometimes, because you may regret that. But be willing to apologize. Yeah, not hurting yourself or hurting others, in other words. Saying things, it's so hard to say not hurting others, because when you're honest, you're going to hurt other people. Well, gee, when you lie, you're going to hurt people. You're just going to hurt people, but not intentionally trying to hurt anyone. And that was another point, is when you blog, or when I blog, that's something I'm aware of. And I would love to, get more into inspirational speaking and all that sort of thing. But the thing that bothers me is that someone is always going to take it wrong. Someone's always going to be offended. And that's just life. Again, reading Betty DeGeneres' book, she talks about one of Ellen's first big television screenings. I think it was on Johnny Carson. She talked about her grandma and told this funny story about her grandma, about how her grandma, now that she's older, has gotten into walking, and she's like, I can't remember how old, and she's going on 5 miles, and she says, in like 10 years from now, we're not going to be able to find her. And probably didn't tell it as well she did, but the point of the story is her grandma got offended. And it was just so hurt that Ellen would talk about her, and that was a big issue. And that is what happens when you share your story. When you blog, or you vlog, or you get up in front of an audience, is having people take it too personal and not understand your point. My mom's good at doing that. So many times I read the comments she does on my my blogs and stuff, and I'm like, I didn't say that. Or, that's not the point. But she's my blood relation, and blood relation are really good at seeing the picture differently. It's to be expected. But my intent is never to harm, but to just go ahead and tell the truth, because I know I'm not the only one that goes through life with problems, with obstacles, and it's so therapeutic to know that. And, you know, if people want to talk to me, you know, I'd love for them to talk to me. You know, if they need a helping word or whatever, I'll do my best. And I'll always be honest about it. So, you know, that's basically was my musing for this afternoon. Thought I'd get it on video before I forgot about it. So I'm going to try to do more videos. It always feels a little bit awkward, and like right now I'm sitting in a bathtub. So, well, it's the best lighting in the house, and I have this awesome dull background. And it's a nice little bathtub with a seat. Anyways, alright, well, thanks for watching, and never feel bad about sharing your story. If someone doesn't get it or they lose interest, then they just weren't ready to connect with you. So, you know, don't walk away feeling bad. Just walk away saying, there'll be another time, there'll be another virtual ball pit, I'll connect with somebody else somewhere else.